Hi everyone, welcome to Introvert Reflection. I'm starting a new series today of PowerShell. Now, in this series, I'll be starting from very beginning, like what is PowerShell, where do we use, how do we use, and how do we create functions, how do we use loops, and when we graduate, we will be use very specific commands of SharePoint and how PowerShell is useful in SharePoint migration from on-premise to online or from different versions of SharePoint. So I hope you enjoy this journey of learning PowerShell. Let's get started. So the first question is, what is PowerShell? So PowerShell initially was developed for like for task automations and configuration management, how we do in a general command prompt. But over the period of time, it has evolved in, I can say, a full-fledged object-oriented language itself, with a rich scripting environment. Like, it has a lot of inbuilt functions, methods, lot of modules which you can import. Like, it supports Office 365, Azure, and it is also supported by different platforms, like Linux, Mac, and Windows. So now it has grown a lot, and it can be used very exhaustively in different fields. All the bulk operations you can perform, like suppose you in SharePoint, in terms of SharePoint, if you want to uh, update the user profile of persons, one way you can go is to go the UI of user profile and do manually update the user profile of individuals one by one, or you can use SharePoint to update the user profile properties at one go. And the shells, this UI is also has got very useful tools to use. So and this PowerShell can be used for task automation also. If you are into like Windows monitoring and server management, you might have used a PowerShell very exhaustively. Many of the reporting features you can use very easily and prove very handy. Mm. One of the like major advantage of using PowerShell is that through your computer PowerShell window, you can connect to the remote remote server, and you can execute scripts on that server. So this is very useful tool and very powerful tool of it. Mm, Server monitoring and day-to-day operations, you can perform it very easily. As I said, it's supported by almost all the Microsoft products, VMware, etc., 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 etc. So these are, you see, these two UIs. This is the integrated terminal, which has this command window and this beautiful UI here. You can debug also. You see here debug. Here debugging feature is not there, but here debug feature is there. You can expand this from the, and you can generate the commands also using UI. So this I will cover in very detailed, and it's very useful. ISE, I always use this ISE to execute the commands. And anyhow, if you are executing any of the commands, you can use here also. Here you can use tab command for auto completion, and here you will get the intelligence how you get in Visual Studio or any of the IDs of different open sources. So here it's very intelligence is very useful, and here tab is very useful. So I guess it's more useful if we do the demo part, then you will get a better idea of it. So we'll continue this in next video. Thank you.